33, take 2. A camera.
The film, called Memoirs of a Survivor, is based on Doris Lessing's book about the disintegration of society. It's a thought-provoking look at what life could be like a few years hence. Law and order has broken down, children run wild, there's no petrol, the only form of transport is the horse. And people survive by a combination of theft and self-sufficiency. The decay of society is seen through the eyes of one woman, played by Julie Christie. Through the windows of her tower block flat, she watches the world fall about her. The producers have taken over part of Rouen Road in Norwich for some of the scenes, though not because the area is a good example of crumbling civilization. In fact, the filmmakers had to go to enormous lengths, importing tons of rubbish and decorating the walls with graffiti to give the necessary authenticity. It's not the sort of environment one associates with co-producer Michael Medwin, better known for his role as the radio station boss in the television series Shoestring. But he's been working on the film for 2.5 years. Which gives you the greatest satisfaction?
I like them both. They're two different hats. I enjoy Radio West very much and Eddie Shoestring. But I'm very involved in this, of course. I mean, this has taken, 2.5 years of my life up to this minute. And it'll be another year, working on this. It's total war making a film. It's a very agonizing process. But I think we've got a really splendid film to make.
Does the storyline contain any kind of message?
Well, it's to do with surviving. Julie Christie is the survivor of our story. She observes this from an apartment, which we're shooting here in Norwich, from her apartment, the disintegration outside. And she has to, so to speak, put on her survival kit to get through it. And as the world disintegrates outside, she also embarks on a sort of self-appraisal of her own life, past, and I would say to a great degree the role that women have played since time immemorial.
It all sounds pretty depressing. Is it proving a depressing film to make?
No, it isn't at all. It ends on an absolute note of hope. That out of this, what a great anxiety and apparent despairing situation for civilization, it ends on a very upbeat note.
Many of the 90 extras taking part come from the Norwich area. They play marauding youths who hunt and attack the residents amid the urban chaos. But although the story is pessimistic in its outlook, the making of the film itself gives cause for optimism about the future of the British cinema industry. For Memoirs of a Survivor is one of the few all-British films to be made recently. The budget of £800,000 has been entirely UK-financed.
It's absolutely British financed by the National Film Finance Corporation and EMI, which I'm very pleased about. It's very nice that we are now at last making a British film totally financed in Britain.
Location shooting in Norwich continues until Friday, and at the end of every day's filming, Rouen Road has to be tidied up so that life can return to relative normality. Fortunately for local residents, urban anarchy is still a celluloid fantasy at the moment.